Namaste. Hello, I recently got a DNA test through myHeritage and the results were not that great. So I downloaded my raw DNA data and uploaded it to Illustrative DNA and also got my G25 coordinates. Let's go to look at the results. Let me log into the website. I am from Nepal, and I belong to the native Khas ethnic group. Khas is an Indo-Aryan ethno-linguistic group native to the Himalayan region of the Indian subcontinent, which is now Nepal, and bordering states of India. As you can see on the screen, I have my results ready. Illustrative DNA gives you results about your ancient ancestry, hunter-gatherer and farmer ancestry, genetically close ancient and modern population, and more. Let's start by looking at the Ancestry breakdown. Let's look at Bronze Age ancestry. As I expected, I have Indus Valley Civilization as my highest ancestry, which dates back to nearly 5,000 years. IVC was known for its large-scale urban societies, systematic town planning, drainage systems, and standardization of weights and measures. It was one of the most advanced civilization of the ancient world. The second most I have at 28.2% is Central Steppe, which is also called Santashta culture, which dates around 4,000 years back. The primary haplogroup of the samples found were R1A, which is also prevalent among modern population of the subcontinent. Steppe is also known as ancient homeland of Indo-European people. Then I have at third the one of the earliest inhabitant of the subcontinent, the ancient ancestral South Indian. Nearly everyone in the Indian subcontinent has this ancestry in varying proportions. I have 9.6% BMAC, also known as Oxus civilization, that existed around 4,000 years. It is located around Central Asia. Next is Southeast Asian at 2.8%, also known as Dong Sun culture that dates back to nearly 4,000 years. At last is Tibetan Plateau at 1.6%, which is surprising since Tibet is so close to Nepal. I expected it to be more. Here in the map you can see where my ancestry came from. It's all over Asia, from Central Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia and Tibetan Plateau. Now, I can say I am 100% Asian. Now, let's look at genetically closest ancient population. Here, the smaller the distance is, the closer I am to that genetic population. The closest one for me is Gandhara Mauryan period. The closest modern population to this population are Kashmiri, Punjabi Hindu, Punjabi Aryan, and other in the Punjab region. The second closest is Gandhara Indo-Greek. Now let's look at hunter-gatherer and farmer ancestry, which is a Mesolithic and Neolithic period deep ancestry analysis. This is pretty interesting. The first is ancient ancestral South India, which refers to the hunter-gatherer population of the subcontinent dated around 45,000 BC. The second most at 32% is Zagros Neolithic farmer, also referred as ancient Iranian Neolithic farmers. One interesting thing I have heard about this ancestry is that there are more South Asians with higher Zagros farmer ancestry than modern-day Iranians. The third is European hunter-gatherer at 21%. This is related to ancient Indo-European people that inhabited areas stretching from Baltic Sea to the Urals and downwards to Pontic-Caspian steppe. The rest are Anatolian Neolithic farmer at 10%, Caucasus hunter-gatherer at 2%, and Southeast Asian Neolithic farmer at 1.2%. Pretty diverse. Let's look at closest modern population. As I have already mentioned that I am Khas ethnic from Nepal. You can see here that the closest population to me is Khas Brahmin, followed by Brahmins from bordering regions. The ancient population mix mode can describe which populations are responsible for my ancestry admixture. Here the distance in three-way fit is low. One possible population's mixture could be Subnaya culture, which closest modern population are Swedish, Norwegian, and primarily Northern Europeans and Scandinavians, Indus Valley Civilization and ancient ancestral South Indian. Now let's check modern population mixed mode. It shows here that different populations that I am close to. At last, let's check the modern and ancient ancestry. Here I have everything from Europe, to Central Asia, to South Asia, to Southeast Asia and Tibetan Plateau. Seems like I am a full Eurasian. In modern ancestry, I have 85% South Asian, 12% Northwest Europe and 3% Southeast Asian. However, the non-Khas ancestry is related to ancestries few thousands years old. I do not have any modern non-Khas ancestors as far as I know. We were isolated in the Himalayas for thousands of years, which helped preserve our genetic admixture. Thank you for watching. Namaste. If you have questions, you can leave a comment on this video. I will try my best to reply.